Mr. Manning, I'm truly sorry about this, but perhaps we can work something out.
Right.
Mrs. Lord?
Goodbye. Huh? I told you this would happen if Todd got involved.
So you're saying I screwed up this deal? It wouldn't be a deal without me, Dorian. It's my money.
Which no self-respecting scientist would accept once he knew the source. Would you two please stop bickering? You're forgetting what's important. Yes, indeed. What's important is Star. Star, who will always be penalized for the rest of her life because this man is her father. That's not helping.
I should have stayed with my original idea, you know, a front-page contest of the Sun.
Oh, come on. All that did was attract a bunch of quacks.
Yeah, well, who cares? I could have stumbled onto something. What's Dr. Doherty done for me lately?
Well, he hasn't closed the door completely, has he? I can still talk to these board members.
Oh, Vicki, what good will that do? They've already made up their minds.
Well, we don't know that for sure, do we? Let me at least try. Look, why don't we agree to meet here at lunch? Unless you hear from me, all right? I'm going to see what I can do.
Commissioner.
Arcade's Dorian Lord. I'm sorry, but I have to have an appointment for tomorrow. I need a...
Right, may you be...
It's about Star.
She's all right, isn't she? When we discharged her from the hospital...
No, she's okay. She's okay. This is about her long-term prognosis.
Oh. Well, would you like me to tell you more about her condition?
No, this is something else. Todd has offered to finance a major research project to find a cure for aplastic anemia, which would involve the medical community nationwide and would hopefully be coordinated by and conducted through the facilities at Landry University. Now, the problem is that two of the university's trustees are hesitant about Todd's involvement.
And why is that? He's not asking to run the show now, is he? Surely it's still up to the scientists.
Yeah, but that's not the problem. Oh, God, Marty, I hate to ask you this, but I think you're the only person who can help us.
I'm sorry, I just don't think I understand. Maybe could you explain it to me, please?
Yeah, these two trustees, they are totally opposed to Todd financing this project, given his notorious association with the university. After all, he brought a public relations nightmare down around their heads.
They're refusing his money.
Yes. And we have to find a way to get them to change their minds. Marty, I'm not asking you to forget the past. I'm asking you to push it aside for the moment.
Vicki, that's Todd's problem. Why are you getting Margaret involved here?
Just tell Monsieur Mark it's Dorian Lord. I'm sorry, but I have to have an appointment for tomorrow. I need a cut and my color done. Fine. 3 o'clock. Goodbye. Crying out loud. Todd, please. It's bad enough that we have to wait here for Vicki to come back from her mysterious errand. Could you try acting like a grown-up?
This is stupid. Vicki's never going to be able to persuade those university hotshots.
Well, then this is a nifty little lesson for you, isn't it? That all your actions have consequences.
Don't even start with me, all right?
No, let's start. Okay, let's start by facing some facts. If you're going to be the leader of a gang rape at a fraternity party, my goodness, it's bound to come up and haunt you somewhere down the road.
Oh, well, if I could only see the future, if I could only tell that years down the road, my daughter was going to be really sick and would need help from the university, maybe I wouldn't have been such a monster.
I'm just saying it's a shame that your daughter has to be penalized for your despicable acts.
You really want to help? Why don't you be quiet? Because this isn't about me. It's about my daughter. She's sick, right? She's helpless.
Fine. Why don't we both try behaving more decently towards each other? Please stop that.
I'm not going to sit around here and wait. I'll be back.
Todd.
Patrick, look, I realize that this is very upsetting, But if Marty would just agree to Steve's, I think that she and she alone could sway them. After all, if she can be generous enough to put aside what Todd did to her for the sake of a child, I don't see why the trustees couldn't do the same thing.
Well, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I know. I don't know what to tell you, Vicki. I've told you how I hate the fact that Todd's life and mine keep crashing into one another.
I know that. And of course, you don't owe him a thing. Perhaps you could think of it this way. Todd is willing to contribute something invaluable to the lives of all the children afflicted with aplastic anemia. As a doctor, Marty, wouldn't you want him to do that? Look, we're meeting with the trustees at the Palace Restaurant in about a half an hour. I'm hoping that you can see your way clear to lend us your support. I'm sorry if I seem to be pressuring you, but I'm asking you to look at it from all sides. Although I will certainly understand if you feel that this is something you can't do.
Will you really?
Yeah, really. Thank you very much, Patrick.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
If I hadn't seen the child suffering with my own eyes, I'd say that Todd has some hidden agenda.
I don't know what to think. But if this research could find some new effective treatment for the disease, then going to the board is the right thing to do.
But is it the right thing for you to do? I told Bo I'd go see him over in the courtroom. But I'll stay here if you want me to.
No, do your thing. As long as that has nothing to do with Alex.
Well, that's one thing you don't have to worry about.
You say you're working. Oh, Dr. Doherty.
Good to see you. Please meet Mrs. Evelyn Quinlan and Mr. Samuel Margolis, trustees of the University Board.
Mr. Margolis.
Pleasure.
Miss Quinlan, did we meet at the university fundraiser last year?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Excuse me, just a moment. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Would you like to tell me, what is this secret plan that you have in mind? Because I've just met these people, and I think they're going to be as easy to move as your average mountain.
I asked Marty Saybrook to come and speak to them.
What? That's absolutely ridiculous, Vicki. Why would Marty help Todd and Blair? I mean, of all people.
I thought it was worth a shot.
No, Dorian's right. Marty's not going to want to have anything to do with me.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? In the meantime, let's have a little faith. Show a little optimism to these stone faces, and maybe we can buy a little time until Marty decides whether or not she's going to come.
Well, yeah, let's wait until hell freezes over.
Strap on your ice skates, Dorian. Evelyn Quinlan, Samuel Margolis, and I'm sure you know Dr. Doherty.
Yes, good to see you.
Hi.
Pardon me for asking this, but aren't you the...
Yes. I am. I understand your concern about the papers having any reason to pick up the story again. Some wounds never go away. Some scars never heal. And I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was very uncomfortable being here. I know the university wants to keep that whole incident in the past. And I assure you, no one wants that more than I do. But I am one of the doctors in charge of Star Manning's care, and it is in that capacity that I am here today.
Please sit down and join us, Miss Saybrook.
Actually, Edward, it's Dr. Saybrook.
Oh, excuse me, Dr. Saybrook.
Okay. The point is, if Todd is willing to fund a research program that could possibly uncover some new effective treatment that wouldn't involve a bone marrow transplant, I would never stand in his way.
We understand your concern, and we admire your compassion, but this is a most inappropriate circumstance.
True.